Shalom. This is your brother Gabawa Al, back with another lesson. So like you. Today's lesson is on the eyes of the Lord is upon you. The eyes of the Lord is upon you. But first and foremost, I'm saying Kahalayim, Yahweh, Ba'Hashem Hamalaka Mashiach Yahweh Shai, Ba'Hashem Waka Kodash. Honor and respect to all men and all women, teaching and exhorting one another, rightly dividing the word of truth. I said Shalom. So when you come in this truth, you're trying to do the right thing. You start keeping the Sabbath, the lunar Sabbath. You're keeping the new moon. You're keeping the feast days. You're keeping the laws and commandments. You're being righteous. You're being righteous in the eyes of the Lord. So therefore, He's going to watch you to see if you're really sincere. So you cannot fake this. The eyes of the Lord is upon you. He's watching you. We're going to bring a couple precepts out. We're going to read with context, everything. All right? Let's get to the book of the law. Psalms. We're going to start at the book of Psalms. Chapter 34 and verse 15. We're going to start at verse 13. Okay, this is where we at. We're going to start at verse 13. And it reads, keep thy tongue from evil. Or you got to keep your tongue from speaking evil things. Everything that's not according to the Lord. Words, okay? Keep thy tongue from evil thing, from evil. And thy lips from speaking guile. Okay, from speaking false doctrine. You got to keep your lips from speaking false doctrine. Verse 14. Depart from evil and do good. Seek peace and pursue it. Verse 15. The eyes of the Lord are upon the righteous, and his ears are open unto their cry. Are open unto their cry. That means whenever you're doing the right thing, you're keeping all the laws, the eyes of the Lord going to be upon you. And his ears going to be open to your cry. Whatever you pray for, whatever you ask, you will receive. Because you're doing the right thing according to him. When you're out here doing your best ability, then you're not doing enough. You can never do enough for Yahweh Ba'Hashem Yahweh Shai. He gives you life. You're trying to give him half? You're a hypocrite. Verse 15. I'm going to read it again. The eyes of the Lord are upon the righteous. The righteous, not the people who's trying to do their best in this truth. They are upon the righteous. Righteous. And his ears are open unto their cry. Verse 16, the face of the Lord is against them that do evil, to cut off the remembrance of them from the earth. You will not be remembered. You will not be remembered, man. Because you do not have a good name in this thing. You have a name of the people, of somebody who keep telling people it's okay to sin. It's okay not to have your fringes on all the time. When the Most High said throughout your generation, that means all the time. All time. You cannot change the word. You cannot add. You cannot take away from the word of the Lord. Your name will be taken out if you do that. Verse 17 said, the righteous cry, and the Lord heareth, and deliver them out of their troubles. Okay? Verse 18, the Lord is nigh unto them that are of a broken heart, and save such as of a contrite spirit, man. Contrite spirit. So like a contrite spirit. If you're going through it on the earth, you humble in the eyes of the Lord. You're going through it. People are backbiting you. They're hating on you. You feel alone. Then the Most High listens to you, man. Because you ain't got no one else but Yahweh Hashem Yahweh Shai. Verse 19, many are the afflictions of the righteous, but the Lord delivered him out of them all. Let's go to another precept. That was a beautiful precept, man. That was beautiful. That was wonderful. That's a spirit uplifting precept to show you that you got to be righteous in the eyes of the Lord. What are you doing this for if you're not trying to be righteous? Trying to justify your sin, your sinful ways, your badness. You're not worthy. The book of 1 Peter, chapter 3. We're gonna start at 10. It said, for he that will love life and see good days, let him refrain his tongue from evil, and his lips that they speak no guile. Again, that's the same precept I just brought out from Psalm. It's the same precept. We tell you not to refrain your filthy mouth from speaking false doctrine. You don't know the precept, you don't teach it. If you don't know something, you don't talk about it. Okay? Verse 11. Let him eschew evil and do good. You got to throw away evil and do good. Everything that is evil in the eyes of the Lord, everything that is against the law, you got to throw that away and do good. And let him seek peace and ensure it. Verse 12. For the eyes of the Lord are over the righteous, and his ears are open unto their prayers. But the face of the Lord is against them that do evil. Come on, man. Come on. Verse 13, and who is he that will harm you? No one can touch me, bro. You can say whatever you want. You can come under my videos and post how many scripture you want. But that does not mean you can do anything to me. You can pray for my downfall, but you cannot do anything to me. It will not work. Because I'm righteous and you're evil. That's the way it is. And he said, and who is he that will harm you? If ye be followers of that which is good. Oh, man. Verse 14, but if ye suffer for righteousness' sake, if I'm suffering for righteousness' sake, no one's dealing with me because I'm telling y'all, stop doing evil. Stop lying. Stop speaking false doctrine. Stop hating on people because you are the righteous seed. You're not supposed to be hating on nobody. Hate does not mean for you to go and attack someone. Be antagonized, man. It's just envy. The Lord put you where you at in this situation you at. Why are you hating on the so-called white man because he's in a better position than you? Why are you hating? You're supposed to be righteous, man. You're supposed to actually work your way to get out of this predicament. Hating on people not going to do anything for you. Hate in your heart not going to do anything for you. But you got to understand the Bible as a whole. Stay away from them. Do not trust thine enemies. Know who they are. You just retarded. You don't know nothing. Okay? And he said, verse 13, let's read verse 14, actually, Salakia. But if ye suffer for righteousness' sake, happy are ye, and be not afraid of their terror, neither be troubled. Whenever I do a video They skip it. They don't talk about it. I do not worry about it because guess what? I did my part. I speak about it. The power of words, man, they're very powerful. You don't have to watch the video, but you saw it, you didn't watch it. That's a judgment. Because you do not want to do the right thing according to Yahweh Hashem Yahushai. You just want to do what makes you feel good. We don't do that over here. Let's go to the book of 1 Samuel. 1 Samuel, yeah. That's what I'm looking for. 1 Samuel chapter 24. No, actually 26. With 23. We're going to start 23. 23. It said, the Lord render to every man his righteousness and his faithfulness. Okay? The Lord will give you for what you put in. Okay? The Lord render to every man his righteousness and his faithfulness. For the Lord delivered thee into my hand today. But I will not stretch forth mine hand against the Lord's anointed. Or are you not supposed to antagonize the Lord's anointed, man? You're not supposed to go against the Lord's anointed. Verse 24. And behold, as thy life was much set by the days of mine eyes, so let my life be much set by the eyes of the Lord, and let him deliver me out of all tribulation. Okay? So your eyes supposed to be on set on the kingdom, on the eyes of the Lord. Your eyes supposed to set to Yahweh Bashem Yahushai. And his eyes gonna be set upon you. And he will deliver you out of all tribulation. That's what this precept is speaking about. Okay? And behold, let's read verse 24 again. And behold, as thy life was much set by the days of mine eyes. That means all the day you live in, the eyes of the Lord is upon you. So let my life be much set by the eyes of the Lord. So your whole life is supposed to be set in the eyes of the Lord. You know that the Most High watching you, so you're doing the right thing. And let him deliver me out of all tribulation. Okay? The Lord will deliver you out of all tribulation if you do the right thing by him. Let's go to the book of Psalms. Let's go back to the book of Psalms, chapter 18 and verse 2. We're going to get it with context. All right? Let's start with verse 20. It said, the Lord rewarded me according to my righteousness. That's the same thing that I just read. The Lord rewarded me according to my righteousness, according to the cleanness of my hand. Have he recompensed me? Okay, so whatever you do for the Lord is going to recompense you. You do evil, then you get evil. You do right, then you get right. Yahweh Bashem Yahushua is going to do right by you. All right. Verse 21. For I have kept the ways of the Lord. What does that mean, to keep the ways of the Lord? All the laws you keeping, man. You keeping all the laws. For I have kept the ways of the Lord, and have not wickedly departed from my God. Verse 22. For all his judgments were before me. You got all the judgment of the Lord before you. You got the book. You have the book right in front of you. You have the book right in front of you, and you say you can't keep all the laws? What's wrong with you? For all his judgments were before me, and I did not put away his statutes from me. You did not put away no laws. You did not say, okay, this law, I can keep it. These laws, I can do it. This laws, it's impossible to do it. Those are evil. Verse 23 said, I was also upright before him, and I kept myself from mine iniquity. You know, you got to keep yourself from making sin. You got to do your best to stay away from sin. You do not understand the precepts. Y'all do not understand the precepts. Verse 24, therefore have the Lord recompense me according to my righteousness, according to my cleanness of my hand, in his eyesight. Not in your deacon eyesight, not in your elder's eyesight, not in your pastor's eyesight, but in the Lord's eyesight, because his eyes is upon you. Verse 25 said, with the merciful, thou wilt show thyself merciful. By you doing the right thing, then you're going to be worthy of the Lord's mercy. With an upright man, thou wilt show thyself upright. Verse 26, with the pure, thou wilt show thyself pure. And you see, pure means to be completely righteous. And with the forward, will thou show thyself forward. Man, y'all do not know the precept. You just decided one day to become a Hebrew Israelite, and the next thing you know, oh, I'm an elder. I'm in this for 30 years. No one cares, bro. You spend 30 years wasting your time because you do not know the precepts. You're not teaching the right thing. You ain't nothing but a Pharisee. Let's go to the book of Proverbs. Book of Proverbs chapter 5. And 21. He said, for the ways of men are before the eyes of the Lord. For the ways of men are before the eyes of the Lord. He's watching you, man. He's watching you. When I mean he's watching you, you got all angels all around you taking notes. If you know the book of Job, he said, my enemies have written a book. There's angels around you who's only recording the bad things that you do. They don't care about how many times you pray. They don't care how many times you make a lesson, man. They're recording the bad things you do, the bad words that comes out of your mouth. Every time you're trying to break down the precept, you break them wrong, then they're bringing that to Yahweh Hashem Yahushua. Whenever you use a precept for your own ignorance, they go and bring that to Yahweh Hashem Yahushua. Verse 21 said, for the ways of men are before the eyes of the Lord, and he pondered all his going. Okay? Verse 22, and his own iniquity shall take the wicked himself. Your own doing is gonna take you away, man. Your own doing. You're not gonna be able to blame nobody for your downfall. Saying he shall be holden with the cords of his sin. Verse 23, ye shall die without instruction. Ye shall die without instruction. In the greatness of his folly, he shall go astray. You're going to be in so much folly and madness, you're going to fall out of the truth. You're going to fall out of the truth. Plain and simple, beautiful precept. Plain and simple and beautiful. Let's go to another one. Proverbs 15. Start with verse 1. It said, a soft answer turn away wrath, but grievous words stir up anger. Okay? But grievous words stir up anger. Verse 2 said, the tongue of the wise use knowledge aright. Okay? The righteous is going to speak the Bible as it is written. They're not going to take away. They're not going to say, oh, it's impossible to keep all the laws. I'm not going to tell that to you. You have to keep all the laws. That's what Gabawa I'll tell you to do. You have to keep all the laws of Yahweh Hashem Yahushua. You always got to have your fringes on day in and day out, even when you go to bed. For the mouth of fools pull out foolishness. Okay? You are nothing but a fool, according to Yahweh Hashem Yahushai. Verse 3, the eyes of the Lord are in every place, beholding the evil and the good. They're recording the evil and they're recording the good, man. The eyes of the Lord are in every place. Everywhere, man. You cannot hide. You can run, but you cannot hide. You can ignore my videos, but you cannot say you did not see it. You can ignore my videos. You can just don't watch it. But you cannot say that Gabara did not tell you to keep all the laws. And whatever I bring out, I bring it out in the Bible. So if you have a problem with me, you have a problem with Yahweh Bashem Yahushai. Straight up. Straight up. Let's go to another precept. The eyes of the Lord are in every place. So you better be careful. You need to have fear of Yahweh Bashem Yahushai. You need to have fear, man. The book of Amos, chapter 9. Let's see. Let's start with verse 8. It said, behold, the eyes of the Lord God are upon a sinful kingdom. All right, so the Lord is watching the Israelite even more. Just because you come in this truth, you know that you're an Israelite, then the eyes of the Lord is upon you now. Behold, the eyes of the Lord God, Yahweh, are upon the sinful kingdom. And I will destroy it from off the face of the earth, saying that I will not utterly destroy the house of Jacob, said the Lord. He did destroy us. Look at where we at right now. We're in a state of relearning. Even when we're relearning, we still getting led astray by these elders, man. By these Pharisees, reincarnated. All right? But he will not utterly destroy us. It said, for lo, I will command, in verse 9, said, for lo, I will command and I will sift the house of Israel among all nations. That's why we were not a nation anymore. We did not know who we are. I did not know who I was 2 years ago. 3 years ago. Let's put it like that way. 3 years ago. Because I've been in this truth for 2 years now. All right. For lo, I will command and I will sift the house of Israel among all nations as corn is sifted in a sieve, and shall not the least grain shall fall upon the earth. All right, so he will sift out the good ones, and you will not leave no one behind. In verse 10, he said, all the sinners of my people shall die by the sword. All the sinners, all the people who think they can do whatever they want in this truth, whatever they feel like, going to die by the sword. Which sword is that? The thermonuclear missiles coming to your forehead. So we say the evil shall not overtake nor prevent us. Be like, oh, no weapon formed against me shall prosper. God is with me. But you're not doing what he tell you to do. You are nothing but a hypocrite. Let's go to the book of 1 Peter. 1 Peter chapter 3. We're going to start at verse 8. It says, finally, be ye all of one mind. The Lord want us to be all in one mind. All of us. In one mind. Not the botness mind, but according to Yahweh Hashem Yahushai. Not according to your elders, not according to your bishop or deacon. We need to be all in one mind. Having compassion one of another. Love as brethren. Be pitiful. Be courteous. There's no love in Israel, man. You're picking and choosing who to love, who to like. That's bad, man. That's bad. You're not keeping the laws. You're breaking the laws. You have no charity. You don't love your brothers. Verse 9. not rendering evil for evil. If you do bad to me, I'm not supposed to do bad to you. If you speak something wrong, I'm not going to go speak against you. Because you rendering evil for evil, not rendering evil for evil or railing for railing. No contrariwise blessing, knowing that ye are unto called. They're unto called. Everybody is called. But are you chosen that you should inherit a blessing? Okay, verse 10 said, for ye that will love life and see good days, let him refrain his tongue from evil and his lips from speaking no guile. Okay. I was just up there earlier. But I wanted to take this, bring this one out. Okay. I was just up there. I was just reading the 1 Peter chapter 3 and verse 12 in the beginning of the video. Okay. And he said, let's go to the Apocrypha. Sirach chapter 23. Let's start with 17. He said, all bread, that means all bread. All bread means all doctrines, all food, all spiritual food. All bread is sweet to a warmonger. You're an adulterer. You want to hear everything that's good to your ears. All bread is sweet to a whoremonger, and you will not leave it off till he die. You will not leave it. You will not try to change yourself until the nuclear criminal missile, the thermonuclear missile drop on your forehead. You will not stop being a whoremonger. He will not leave off till he die. Verse 18, a man that breaketh wedlock, saying thus in his heart, will seek me. I am compassed about with darkness, and the walls over me, and nobody seeth me. That need I to fear? What need I to fear? And the Most High will not render my sins. But like, the Most High understand me. You understand we are in captivity. The Lord understand we are in captivity. When did the Lord tell you He understand you in captivity? Where's that at in the scriptures that He understand you in captivity? Did the Lord tell you, you shall know the truth and the truth shall make you free? Are you still in captivity and you're in the truth? How? Explain that to me. Please explain that to me. Verse 19, such a man only feared the eyes of men. They only fear the eyes of men. They only fear their elders, the apostles, their deacon, their bishop. That's who you fear. Such a man only fear the eyes of men, and know it not that the eyes of the Lord are 10,000 times brighter than the sun, beholding all the ways of men, and considering the most secret parts. The Lord is watching you, and He knows every little secret thing that you do in the bathroom. He knows the little secret thing you do in your own little dark things in your room. He knows all the things that you say in your mind, in your heart. Everything that the eyes of the Lord is 10,000 times brighter than the sun. He's watching your ass. He's watching you. Oh, the Lord understand me in captivity. The Lord understand we are in captivity. What's that at in the scriptures? Verse 20. He knew all things ere ever they were created. So also after they were perfected, He looked upon them all. Okay? I said, before you were born, and all the error that you made in your life, before you knew that you were an Israelite, He was also watching you. And after you are being an Israelite. Me, before I was an Israelite, The Lord was still watching me. Before I knew I was an Israelite, I was being protected by the angels. I could have been dead long time ago. I was in an earthquake in Haiti. I don't know how many times I almost died. The Lord saved me. I can say that because miracles were happening right around me while I was running for my life. Keep me away from debris falling on my head. Keep me away from buried alive. Keep me away from that. Those are miracles that you do not know about. Healing me when I was sick. No doctor could help me. I was healed by an angel. Those are my story. That's something y'all do not know about. Okay? Let's read verse 20 again. He knew all things, ever they were created. So also, after they were perfected, he looked upon them all. This verse 21, this man shall be punished in the street of the city, and where he suspected not, it shall be taken. So the Lord gonna punish you in the eyes of all men. You're going to fall out of the truth, and everybody going to laugh at you. Let's bring out this last precept out. Sirach 34. We're gonna start at verse 13. It said, the spirit of those that fear the Lord shall live. I'm gonna read that again. The spirit of those that fear the Lord shall live, for their hope is in him that saved them. Man. Verse 14. Whoso fear the Lord shall not fear, not be afraid, nor be afraid. Whoso feareth the Lord shall not fear, nor be afraid. For he is his hope. For Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahushai, is my hope. I'm not going to be afraid of nothing. I'm not going to be afraid to wear my fringes to a group of Edomite. They can say nothing to me. There's nothing nobody can say to me about what I wear, what I do in life. Why you don't have a lineup? Why you don't shave up your beard? Mind your damn business, man. Okay? Verse 15. He said, blessed is the soul of him that fear the Lord. To whom do he look? And who is his strength? Who is my strength? Yahweh Bashim Yahushai. This is what Gabawa mean. God, Yahweh is my strength. This is my strength. Not man. No man can help me out in my calamities. No man cannot help me out when I'm in need of nothing. Only Yahweh Bashim Yahushai. Verse 16, it said, for the eyes of the Lord are upon them that love him. What does it mean to love the Most High? If you love me, keep my commandments. It said, for the eyes of the Lord are upon them that love him, and is their mighty protection, and strong stay, a defense from heat, and a cover from the sun at noon, and a preservation from the stumbling, and help them from falling. Whenever you fall out, you're falling out of this truth, the Lord gonna lift you up because you love the Lord. Verse 17, he raised up the soul and enlighten the eyes and give health, life, and blessings. Kalayam Yahweh Hashem Yahushai. Kalayam Yahweh Hashem Amalak Hamashat Yahushai. With that, I'm going to close out. I'm going to say, Kalayam Yahweh Hashem Amalak Hamashat Yahushai. Amen.